Respected sadhakas, you are heartily welcomed. Salutations to you and lots of appreciations for your genuineness, for your continuity, your seriousness and sincerity, which are the most precious things required for a human being to be enjoying, whether it is the outer life or spiritual life. Same thing is the submission suggestion that may it not stop at any cost for any reason. May the Divine also bless us in that endeavor of ours of being together to become more and more clear through the study of Shastras regarding the life and its goals and achievements. Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, and Bhasha Gnata. These are the Vyaktitwas we are trying to understand, develop through our Shastra Dhenam and our own personal efforts. We are also understanding the sources which help us in this regard and trying to develop their greatness, develop the faith in them, and also slowly, steadily learning the art of tuning to them. Whether they are our Shastras of Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Sandhavagmaya, whether it is the preceptors, the guides, the kind, compassionate ones, they have nothing to gain from us, yet they have that karuna to guide us. The Guru Ganas, the Guru Parampara, our own Gurus, or whether it is our Devata Gana, whose role also is very crucial in our life in general, spiritual in particular, and also whether it is the Mother, the Shakti Swarupini. To all of them, we are slowly learning their presence, their glory, their need in our life, and the way we have to tune to. Also, the Rameshwara, the Lord. Last but not the least, and the most important, is the truth, the reality, the Brahman, the Atman himself. Welcome again for another day of our effort to unravel the guidance that's given to us by the sage parampara through the study of Upanishads. Nowadays we are into Shwethashwathara Upanishad from Krishna Yajurveda. The first chapter, the fourth mantra, which is so basic and crucial, in which the Karana Brahma is explained through the analogy of a chakra. So, the outcome of all this understanding is there is nothing in this world without the Paramatma in it. This is the most important. Yet, neither the world nor the Paramatma in the form of the world is our ultimate goal. For moksha, for moksha, the ultimate goal is that Paramatma who is behind and beyond all these manifestations. To gain this perfect clarity is our effort in studying these Shastras daily, regularly. We'll do that today, and in the fifth mantra also, same Karana Brahma only explained, and these two will be further elaborated in more details and depths in the forthcoming chapters. So, in the fifth also, we will see same Karana Brahma tried to be revealed to us through the example of a Nadi. So, how much we are able to listen, comprehend, keep in our mind, defines our success in the first step of understanding what the Guru Shastras are telling us. Thereafter, slowly the unraveling, opening up of sadhana, etc. Now we'll do that. Let's do our sankalpa, let's do our prarthana. Before that, very precise common sense thought today. Only four or five things, only hints will be given. Further, one has to do one's own effort. First and foremost is, in general, as a human being, as well as in general as spiritual sadhaka, first thing you and I have to have daily and if possible as frequently as possible and even continuously. First thing is pausing and looking within. Technically, it's called as question and answer also. Where do I stand? As many times as possible per day. When we become in that way internal, introverted, and introspect, Swiya Atma Vichara, it's called as. One so, like we do inspection, but externally. It's the internal inspection is introspection. Where do I stand in my spiritual journey? And at whatever the lowest ebb we are, nothing to worry about, nothing to feel bad about, but becoming aware of where do I stand through introspection is always very, very essential because that's what reminds us, that's what inspires us, that's what pushes us. And we are not introspecting, so we don't know where do we stand. We will never understand where to reach. We will don't know what to do also. Therefore, we will be doing the routine only in our delusion, spending minutes and days, etc. This is called as a mohagrasta jivana. In which class yesterday it came? In Yoga Vasishta only. भगवान राम जी को कह रहे थे तस्माद विचारणा एव through that we have to do. Otherwise, the whole time is wasted. We are missing that opportunity. So, once we learn the art of introspection and know where do we stand in our spiritual journey, then again, in that also, two aspects. One is theoretically how much we are clearer, deeper, stronger, convinced. Theoretically, are we forgetting the theory, Siddhanta, the Tattva Siddhanta, the Atma Siddhanta? Has it become deeper, stronger? Did we get sufficient Shastra authorities, sufficient Yukti, the logic, sufficient Upamana, the examples, through which we are very firm in our Siddhanta Jnana? Where do we stand? Through introspection, we have to find. As regards our Siddhanta Jnana, Spashtata and Nishchaya are concerned. Spashtata, the clarity, Nishchaya, the conviction. Where do we stand? Because it also has different levels. At a very superficial level, है कि नहीं भी नहीं पता तो सिद्धांत ज्ञान little manageable level and more deeper level, and it can be the highest level also. And again, the entire spiritual edifice depends on this Siddhanta Jnana Spashtata only. About the Paramatma, his presence, his glory, and the Prapti of him is the Mukti Hetu. About all these things, with the logics, with the Shastras, a quotation, with the example of so many Mahatmas of the past, we have to be very pakka in our Siddhanta Jnana. Narayana, theoretically. And that also needs reminder, needs the updating, needs continuously to be touched upon through the shastra adhenam. The minimum thing what you and I are really achieving is this one. Minimum it is, and that itself is maximum for us if we are not doing something extra. Siddhanta jnana spashtata. And if you don't attend to that aspect, like the students in the school, college, if they don't attend to the subjects that are taught by the teacher, they can go through academically write the exams, pass, but none of the jnanam will be there in them. In all Indian education systems, ऐसा ही होता है, वो पास होने के लिए पढ़ता है, पास होने के बाद ऐसा भूल जाता है उसको कि उससे कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं। Isn't it? All our in education system mugging up and passing thereafter, that's totally forgot. Ask the 8th class fellow, what were you taught in 7th class? 8th class subject is depending or based on the 7th class and its continuation. लेकिन उसको पूछो आपको याद ही नहीं रहेगा उसको 7th में क्या पढ़ा। Between danger it is. So no, it's taken so lightly only for the exam's sake. Same way, you and I also, only for the sake of completing the texts, if we are coming, sitting, going ahead, then we are not doing that much good or help to ourselves. That is why every time while attempting to study Shastra, we must know that we are attempting to become pakka in our Siddhanta Jnana. And this is what सिद्धांत ज्ञान लगता है आ गया, लेकिन डीप रूट होने तक हमको उसे पकड़ना है। दिस सच ए वन ना दिस सिद्धांत ज्ञान, यू नो, इट्स लाइक इन गवर्नमेंट। एक गवर्नमेंट आती है एक पार्टी का, सारा सिस्टम बदल के वो अपने हिसाब से करते। when they lose and other party comes, they change everything and they make the arrangements as they want. Same way, when we are in the class, the Siddhanta Jnana about the Paramatma appears to be spashta. When we are off the class, the Siddhanta about worldliness becomes spashta. It replaces the earlier Paramatma Siddhanta Jnana. So these are the ones which we have to become aware. That's called as introspection. So Siddhanta Jnana about the Paramatma, about his glory, about the necessity of achieving that anubhuti, that in turn gives the moksha. The more this aspect becomes stronger, then only the sadhaka in us becomes true, genuine for ourselves. Here in spirituality, we are not here to prove something to anyone. It's not an outer thing. है कि नहीं? कोई से को साबित नहीं करना है। That is why nobody asks us through the study of classes what you have learned, and nobody has time and interest, and none of their business also. It is me who will have to focus on myself, and then I have to be for my own sake. That's spashtata. Otherwise, that very subtle deluding mind is cheating me. It knows कि इनको सिद्धांत ज्ञान स्पष्ट हो गया तो मुझे अपने तरफ खींचेगा, तो मन बहाना बनाता हुआ it tries to take us away. Like in your own house, your wife or husband, they're more smarter than you. And a little bit they become weak, you will pull them to the class. Therefore, they know the art of how to manage you every day. Send you to the class and they never come. Very intelligent they are. And you are coming to the class is good for them also because they are relaxed. They have freedom. There was no objection. जाओ जाओ 2 घंटे मैं भी मौज करूंगी. In the same way, the mind doesn't allow the Siddhanta Jnana to become deeper and stronger. We have to guard ourselves about it. And in an introspection, where do we stand, we should know. Accordingly, we have to be putting our efforts. Then comes second one, the introspection. After the Siddhanta Jnana, Spashtata, Prashna and Uttara, question answer, practically, not only theoretically, where am I standing in my practical sadhana? And in that practical sadhana, again, undoubtedly, there are two things: the practical outer sadhanas, the practical inner sadhana. Sadhana is always inner, but sadhana done as per the state of our evolution with the help of the upadhis, with the help of the outer world. This is called as outer sadhana. Technically, we can call it as pravrutti sambandhi sadhana. We can talk it that way. Sadhana in which where we are pravrutta, where we are involving with our upadhis, with the world around to whatever extent required. Because right now, at this moment of evolution, we cannot be without pravritti. But the pravritti has to be sadhana only. Everything is sadhana to us. Wherever we are 24 hours. That art we have to learn slowly. So, the pravritti rupi sadhana and the nivrutti rupi sadhana. In dono mein, how far I have reached. How much I am reminding ourselves every time I am involving in that. एक्चुअली ना स्पिरिचुअल सीकर को बेचारा रेस्ट ही नहीं होता, नहीं होना चाहिए. राम काज की ने बिनु मोहि कहा विश्राम. He cannot afford even little bit lenience or relaxation or giving chance, because टाइम भी वेस्ट होता रहता है. देन अगेन जो किया है उस पर पानी फेर जाता है. Like an artist, if he doesn't continuously do that art, थोड़ा लेट हो गया तो सूख जाता है पेंटिंग, फिर नया वो नहीं डाल सकता. So to a singer, that raga alapana or the lyrics, you'll have to continuously do to make the whole concert beautiful. Even between two songs, 2-3 minutes जो गैप है उसमें में उनको कुछ तो कुछ कहकर लोगों को एंटरटेन करके रखना पड़ता है. Very, very important it is. In the same way, we cannot afford to relax at all. That's how. And a habit तो होना ही चाहिए उसके लिए. अच्छी बात. Anyway, so in that pravrutti sambandhi sadhanas, all these three we know. Details you all know, therefore I mention the name and remaining you understand. In that pravrutti sambandhi sadhana, dharma. How much dharma I am doing, and hope I am not missing the dharma to do, hope I am not taking the adharma to be dharma. That's why Bhagavan Krishna in Gita, na, Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha Paradharmat Suanushtitat. Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyaha Paradharmo Vayavaha. जितना इम्पोर्टेंट है स्वधर्म करना, उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है परधर्म नहीं करना. सो टू जितना इम्पोर्टेंट परधर्म नहीं करना, स्वधर्म ऑल्सो, बिकॉज यू हैव टू क्लियर द अकाउंट. दोबारा होना ही नहीं चाहिए हेडेक. इज कॉल्ड प्रवृत्ति धर्म. There we have to be very careful. The about it, its compulsion, its necessity, my presence in that, thoda very sensitive hai. All these click to us when our antakarana has made Shuddha by doing upasana to Guru and God, and through their grace, this स्पष्टता will come to us कि ये मेरा धर्म है, मुझे अवश्य करना है, ये नहीं है तो मैं छोड़ सकता हूँ उसको. Beautiful it is. That state of spashtata, unambiguous, no regrets, guilts, that dharma is taken as adharma and not done, and adharma is taken as dharma and done. Are Baba, kya ho gaya re? This guilt will not be there, should not be there. Pravrutti mein ye hai sadhana wala. We have to be aware of it, conscious. So too the seva rupi dharma, the karma yoga aspect of it. धर्म ही निस्वार्थ से करो तो कर्म योग होता है. सो दैट कर्म योग को तुम हम थोड़ा ऐड करके लिटिल ऑफ सेवा, थोड़ा सा, नॉट मच, बट दैट ऑल्सो प्रवृत्ति रूपी, दैट वी कैन डू करके, है ना. नॉट टू फील सो रिजिड दैट वी आर ए साधक अनकंसर्न्ड अबाउट द वर्ल्ड ना, क्योंकि आगे इसकी जरूरत होती है. इसलिए यू आर इन योर ओन एन रूट ऑफ साधना. किसी को कोई मदद चाहिए तो कर रहा हो, वो भी साधना की दृष्टि से, not doing any apeksha from that situation. Isn't it? That's what second pravrutti rupi. Where pravrutti means what? Where this doing is happening, where the upadhis are used, where the other world, outer world we are interacting with. So too, the third one is after dharma and upaseva, upasana rupi karma. बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. Where we are concerned about the Lord in the form of idol, we are concerned about all the items that are required for doing the puja. इनमें सारा बुद्धि मन इंद्रिया सब प्रवृत्त हो रहे हैं. That's called प्रवृत्ति रूपी आवश्यक साधना. उपासना रूपी प्रवृत्ति साधना, प्रवृत्ति रूपक. I know there is a system followed. You are aware of every of the things. All that is necessary only. Through this, what happens? Our nature of pravritti called Rajoguna is divinized. Because if this pravritti we don't know, the nature of our pravritti will take us to something called as bhoga. Again, which pulls us away from the spiritual visions and heights. क्योंकि at this moment we cannot be without pravritti for our own nature and requirements etc. तो प्रवृत्ति अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते हैं तो करो और उसको भी साधना का प्रवृत्ति बनाओ. You can't be without loving somebody. No, love the Lord only. You can't be without contacting somebody. Contact the भगवान only. इस तरह का प्रवृत्ति में ये तीसरा वाला इम्पोर्टेंट प्रवृत्ति है उपासना वाला. वेरी ब्यूटिफुल इट इज. In the beginning days, 99% pravritti sadhana only. Only 1% maximum nivritti. Slowly the pravritti becomes 90, nivritti 10. This is how we have to go on improving. A later stage में 50-50 दोनों. As we grow, only 20% maximum pravritti, 80 nivritti only. Finally, for the ultimate realization, 100% nivritti, no pravritti. After the experience is over, depending on the requirement, we come into the pravritta sthiti without losing our nivritta sthiti, conclude the work to be done and go back. Beautiful it is. Chalachala niketascha yatiryadruchiko bhavet, as it is said in our Mandukya Upanishad. बढ़िया है वो वाला thought. Then the fourth pravritti is what? Acting on our chitta for its vritti nirodha along with its samskara. चित्त होना चाहिए बट हमारे कंट्रोल में होना चाहिए. Not in the control of the vasanas, pushing the chitta to have all the vritti, and we are forced to identify with those vrittis and behave as if we are samsari. ये वाला जो साधना योग साधना से जो आज टुडे विल exhaustively learn it, which we studied 666 days, but today we will see this. Naradji will be telling us. Naradji teaching Yoga Darshanam, Patanjali Yoga Darshanam. We will see today. When it was said that in that great place of Gautama Rishi, Ahalya Gautama, he himself has did the yoga sadhana and got the siddhi. Then Arjuna asks, I want the details of that yoga sadhana. So Yama Niyama Asana Pranayam, all of them today, नारद जी के मुख से गौतम ऋषि ने जो किया in that Mahisagar क्षेत्र में, that we are going to listen. We are reminded of it. When we study Gita, again it will come. So these four are the dharma, the karma yoga, the upasana yoga and yoga. These are all pravritti rupi sadhanas. We cannot neglect them. We cannot say that I am tired or I am exhausted. These things should go away from our life. Hanumanji is the example. From his life, these things are gone away. I am tired, I am exhausted, I have to take rest. He has no individuality of his own. He is only in Rama and Rama Seva, Rama Bhakti, Bas. It's a very good example, Hanumanji is for us in this regard. We cannot relax at all. We cannot for any reason. Relaxation is Visha only. It something comes into it at the time of relaxation, which loosens our hold on the sadhana, which dilutes it. It can come in any form. I don't want to give examples and disturb you. You know it. Then comes the Nivritti Rupi sadhana. In that Nivritti Rupi practical sadhana, from all these upadhis, we are withdrawing, we are quietening. When the upsurge of the upadhi is quietened and we are still conscious, then we will reach the truth or reality. Because on the reality, these all upadhis are upsurging. That reality, me only, identifying with these upadhis living the life as a samsari outside. From all of that becoming nivritta is nivritti rupi sadhana. Usme only one thing. Who am I? What I am? What is my essential nature? Where from all these are coming and going. So what is coming? How to manage it? That is all pravritti rupi sadhana. Where from they are all coming? Who is beyond all of them? What is my actual relation with them? Who am I? This is called the nivritti rupi sadhana, the jnana sadhana. Tattva vicharaka. Atma chintana, tattva chintana ka nivritti rupi sadhana. How much it is happening, isn't it? And then always remember, we have to complement between these two, pravritti and nivritti. And we are talking exclusively from sadhana drushti only. For you and I, there is nothing other than sadhana. Even our outer vyavahara also, dharma. Dharma also is necessary. That also sadhana. Remember, कहीं कहीं जाना पड़ रहा है आपको, हमें साधक का एडिशन लेकर ही जाना. And this is my dharma to attend. And then as a dharma, what is to be done, do it, come back. वो फिर वो क्या है ना, वो लोन चुकता हो गया वो. You know, that runarubandham, that prarabdham is cleared without creating new nonsense. Without creating new, we have to come. Anywhere you go, because compulsory we go, but don't carry the load from there. तब कब होगा वो? Only when these two things are remembered. One, I am sadhaka. Two, in this place and time I am there with these people in this work because of my dharma. We have to be aware. That helps also. In what way? When you know it is my dharma, exactly what is to be done, that only I will do. People love it also. When we do what we only we do it. You know, people love, respect it. You know, wonderful when you go somewhere. Somebody invited, very different programs. है ना, वो गए, गिफ्ट दे दिया, विश कर दी. इफ दे ऑफर फूड, टेक इट एंड से बाय टू देम विद विशेस. हो गए हो. वेयर इज samsara in that? Samsara is what 10 other people are there, you talk to them also. कोई जरूरत नहीं है ज्यादा साधक को. जो साधक नहीं है, जिसको काम धंधा नहीं है साधना का, he will do every gimmicks and nonsense like a joker. But sadhaka is dharma. I have to be there, therefore I am there. And I am there for only this work. And this I have done. Over, bye. You know the good example of that पंडित जी, शादी में आते हैं ना, टाइम पे आएंगे वो. He does all the yajna, शादी, मंगलसूत्र करा के. He takes his money and goes away. He doesn't say to dance there with bhangra and all with everyone. He will run away only. अब इनका जो है भगवान देख. वेरी इंटेलिजेंट है ना, पंडित जी से हमको ये सीखना है ना. He may not do it out of maturity. He does it because उसके बाद nobody cares him. अब रह के क्या फायदा, isn't it? That's the main reason. Even if he stays there, nobody will know, पंडित जी आइए आप भी थोड़ा. Nobody asks him खाना खाए कि नहीं, बेचारे. People are busy in themselves. So therefore he knows that is his maturity out of experience. अब मेरा काम इतना ही है, कर को दफा हो जाए. Any पूजा you can see पंडित doesn't stay. अपना धर्म कर लिए चले गए. In the same way we have to be. So the ultimate thought is introspection, finding where do I stand in that theoretical knowledge as well as the practical sadhana. And in the practical, the pravritti rupi sadhana and the nivritti rupi sadhana. How much I am aware of, how much I am deep in it, how much I am intense in it, how much I am regular in it, how much I am sincere in it. These are the ones which count. This is called the awakening of the buddhi, using the buddhi for correct purpose. Else the buddhi will sleep, and we know when the buddhi sleeps, all other vasanas mind they take over our life. He is called a deluded samsari. बहुत कर रहा है लेकिन जो करना ही नहीं कर रहा है, और जो बहुत कर रहा है वो सब गफलत का ही काम है. उसे कोई स्पिरिचुअल एवोल्यूशन नहीं होने वाला है. And the most unfortunate thing is, while all this is happening, moment by moment, the time is getting over as a human being. जो वापस नहीं आएगा दोबारा. है ना? जिंदगी न मिलेगी दोबारा. It's true. That title, that name, that's the biggest thing. Biggest thing. Wherein the feeling that my time is wasted in the non-essentials, not for the essential. ये वाला feeling, ये इतना deep होता है ना उतना, और निवृत्ति becomes more deeper. Sadhana becomes deeper, प्रवृत्ति वाला फटाफट होएगा, then we go into the निवृत्ति वाला. अगर ये वाला है ही नहीं concern, फजूल में we are wasting our time for every moment. All the nonsense appears to be important to us. We are even aware also. This you and I cannot afford after so many years of Shastra Shravana from the Gurus, from our God. They, with so much of hope, faith, they are giving us this. One can say arrogantly, they are not giving. I only am taking because the class happens because I come. अब ऐसे ईगो है तो नमस्कार. आई डोंट थिंक लाइक दैट. मेरे को तो है गुरु भगवान ही दे रहे हैं, बल्कि हम नहीं ले रहे. They continuously give. All credit is theirs only. Otherwise, somebody can say with ego, "No, I am there, therefore Guru is there." And it is true also in one way. Otherwise, nobody is there as the disciple. How can you call him as Guru? वही तो घर में होता है ना, मैं हूँ इसलिए आप पति बने, नहीं तो यू आर ओनली पतिला. She will say it is true, but it is not useful thought. है ना? It's not. It may be true, but it is not correct, not useful. Here also that can happen. Just guard ourselves. Balance the pravritti sadhana, nivritti sadhana. In either case, be a sadhaka. And always in that mode of antarmathanam, introspection. And come to that level of feeling the contentment that maximum what I can do, I am doing. इससे बढ़कर जो तृप्ति नहीं होती जिंदगी में. Maximum what I can do in this life with these equipments at this level as a sadhana, I am able to do. वो तृप्ति महान है, वो जब तक नहीं करते नहीं आएगी. फाइनली तो you remember whether you are a sadhaka or whether a samsari, till the atmanubhuti comes, nobody can be trupta. Because trupti is a feeling of infinitude, na? Completeness. So completeness will come only when you experience the complete truth. No other way. Infinite truth का अनुभव होने से ही तृप्ति होगी. That's why no samsari can be trupta, no sadhaka can be trupta. Samsari cannot be trupta because he is only in the imaginary world. Sadhaka cannot be trupta because he has not touched the infinite self. That is ultimately. But then, on the path towards that, what maximum we can do of using time and all, हम कर रहे हैं. ये वाली तृप्ति. If I have used the wrong word तृप्ति, at least a little self-respect, confidence कि मैं कर पा रहा हूँ. It's a good state. But that should not again make us take it for granted and become lazy and again stop doing sadhana. वही भी होता है कभी कभी, है ना? वो भी डेंजर. लाइक गुरु अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, then disciple think ऐसे पहुंच गए रे बाबा. No, he becomes lenient again. Parents when they appreciate the child, उसको लगता है भाई मेरे को किताब मिल गया, अब कुछ करना नहीं. वो भी एक डेंजर. But the idea, it's all internal only. Yes, this much I am doing, so the good. Then let me improve upon it. Let me improve upon it in that way. So today's main thought was introspection. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Vamsa Rishibhyo, Mahadbhyo, Namo Gurubhyah. ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वरजीवविवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं समस्त अस्माकं सह धर्म संस्थापकानां धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययम् निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। पारायणम् we have to do from which one we have to do if you remember it, maybe the 11th to 16th mantras. Om Gnatva Devam Sarvapashapahanihi Kshinaihi Kleshairjanma Mrityu Prahanihi. I am chanting first chapter 11th sloka. तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवल आप्तकामः एतद् ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं न तत्परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत् वह्नेर्यथा योनिगतस्य मूर्तिः न दृश्यते नैव च लिङ्गनाशः स भूय एवेन्दनयो निगृह्यः तद्वोभयं वै प्रणवेन देहे स्वदेहमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं दध ध्याननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् देवं पश्येन्निगूढवत् तिलेषु तैलं दधिनीव सर्पिः आपः स्रोतः स्वरणीषु चाग्निः एवमात्मात्मनिगृह्यतेऽसौ सत्येनैनं तपसा योऽनुपश्यते सर्वव्यापिनमि आत्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवाखिलम् आत्मविद्या तपोमूलं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परम्। आई थिंक वी डिड सेम यस्टरडे आल्सो। जो भी है पारायण तो हुआ है। Now chant the fourth mantra. Om Tamekanемim Trivrutam Shodashantam Shatardharam Vimshati Pratyarabhihi Ashtakaihi Shadbhir Vishwarupaikapasham Trimarga Bhedam Dvinimittaikamoham. So when this chakra is given, all the aspects with our comprehensive mind, we have to visualize and know that in that as substratum the Brahman is there, and all what Rupanama we are seeing are nothing but the Shakti of that Brahman alone, the Maya Shakti, Devatma Shakti. In that way, there is nothing in the world bereft of him without him. And our drishti should be on him more than that Shakti and its various enchanting, tempting manifestations. Then ultimately the goal should be not the Karana Brahma but the Nirguna Brahma. Having experienced him, you can come out and play in the Nirkarana Brahma also. Only when it is required. This is how it is. So, Ekanemim we have seen, the Maya Prakriti. Trivrutam we have seen the three gunas. Visualize karo. The Mula Prakriti, incomprehensible, yet an idea one can have about that when these three gunas are in the Samyavastha, that's called as Mula Prakriti. That is the Ekanemi. It is one with the Lord when the Lord is in the Nirguna Rupa. When the Lord wants to create the world, then it manifests from the Lord, and that Shakti can never be seen at the Shakti level also, at the Guna level also. Only after the manifestation of the Guna, in the form of Jnana Prapti, in the form of Kriyas, in the form of Dravyata, that Trigunatmaka Maya Shakti is apprehended, means its presence is understood. Directly nobody sees the Maya nor the three gunas. उनका मैनिफेस्टेशन को देख सकते, बिकॉज जिन मन बुद्धि से हम उनको देखना चाहते हैं वो भी उन्हीं का मैनिफेस्टेशन. कारण कार्य कैन मर्ज इन द कारण, कार्य कैन नॉट सी द कारण. ये समझ लेना. Like the river can merge in the ocean, river cannot measure the ocean. That is Ekanemi. Then Trivrutam, Shodashantam, Shata Ardha Arab, Vimshati Pratyana. Then Ashtakaihi Shadvihi. All of that we have seen. Three more last में. Yesterday we saw Vishwarupa Eka Pasha. It's a beautiful thought. In that one side credit Paramatma को ही दे रहे. Credit means the cause. Other side we are also reminded how we have to be careful. Like, what is that Vishwarupa Ekapasham? Vishwa means Sarva, Rupa means form, Vishwarupa means all forms. Means in a million forms it comes. In million forms it comes. But what it comes is only one. And when it comes, it only acts as a Pasha. And that is again expression of Paramatma. And what it is called as? Kama Akhyam. Akhyam is called as Kamana, the desire. That is one. Desiring is one. Till the infinite Atmanubhuti, followed by it, the Trupti is gained. This at the level of being finite, the Kamana will be there. But that takes Vishwarupa, Aneka Rupa, in Aneka Jivas, depending on their own vasanas, the habits, then the outer world which is in front of them exposed. Vishwarupa Eka. That's why we saw each one has different desires, but the desire is there common in all. And yesterday we concluded in one of the text, even today also, till that infinite Atma Anubhuti comes, the finitude will not go away. In that finitude, the asantrupti will be there. In that asantrupti, the kamana will be generated. And that generated kamana can express in thousand forms. Vishwarupa. But it all, Ekapasham, it binds us. What is the bondage here? We are already infinite self. This desire pushes us extroverted, doesn't allow us to realize that self. In that way, it acts as pasha. That is why only when we drop the desires, we become spiritual. But you can't drop the desire. Therefore, they say, okay, have the desire, but have the desire for Paramatma and fulfill that desire. And the fulfillment of the desire of Paramatma is fulfillment of all desires. Because when you realize Him, nothing remains other than Him to desire. But the other way around hai to, if the desire is not for Paramatma, if it is for anything finite, finite cannot give infinite happiness, na? Infinite trupti. In itself there is a logic. जो फाइनाइट कर्म करने से मिलने वाला फाइनाइट वस्तु है, जिसका फाइनाइट आयु है, हाउ कैन इट गिव द इनफाइनाइट आनंद और तृप्ति? This understanding is subtlety of the intellect. then one will never go for finite things. If this matured understanding comes, कि how come अल्प अनंत सुख दे सकता है, that is what नचिकेता, नचिकेता कठोपनिषद, मुंडक उपनिषद, मेनली मुंडक में, कठ में तो नचिकेता खुद ही कहते हैं, मुंडक में गुरु कहते हैं अंगिरस जी। परीक्ष लोकान कर्मचितान ब्राह्मण निर्वेदमायात न अस्ति अकृत कृतेन, अकृत मीन्स इनफाइनाइट, कृतेन is finite karma. By the finite karma, how can the infinite be gained? This understanding is the beautiful one. Deeply होना चाहिए। उस बंदे को फिर एनीथिंग पुट इन फ्रंट, यार ये फाइनाइट है, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए। दैट्स व्हाट नचिकेता दैट शो भाव अमर्त्यस्य, ये कल रहेंगे नहीं है, इसके लिए मैं क्या करूं पकड़ के। First thought of him is that only Shvaha Abhava. Tomorrow they are not there. I don't want that which will go away tomorrow and disappoint me. I want permanent one. And permanent is only one. Varastu me varaniyasa eva. Isn't it? So in that way we have just analyzed it little extensively. But here the Vishwarupa Eka Pasham. And Vishwarup keh rahe, Vishwarupa Eka Pasham कहकर in the form of the desire, Karana Brahma only expressing, but yes, yet it is a binding thing because it's a passion. So डिजायर भगवान ने बनाया लेकिन पकड़ो मत उसको, लाइक पॉइजन भगवान ने बनाया बट यू शुड नॉट टेक इट। नो, सांप को भगवान ने बनाया, वो करके गले में थोड़ी डालते हो। वैली भगवान ने बनाया, चलो लेट मी जंप फ्रॉम द क्लिफ ऑफ द माउंटेन, क्लिफ ऑफ द माउंटेन, बिकॉज भगवान ने बनाया, चलो जंप करता हूँ। You don't do it, no. So, Bhagavan made desire, but you will not be desirous. Only one desire is valid, Paramatma Prapti. And that is the only desire which is fulfillable. Because the Paramatma is reality, definitely. Once that's fulfilled, no other desire will erupt because it is infinite. So, Vishwarupa Ekapasham, he says, Swarga, Putra, Anna, Adi. स्वर्ग कामना, पुत्र कामना, अन्न आदि कामना, विषय भेदात विश्वरूप है तो एक ही, बट ऑल रूपास इट इज। कामना इज वन, बट स्वर्ग कामना, कामना इज देयर बट फॉर द पुत्र कामना और फॉर अन्नपान आदि कामना। इन दिस विश्व मीन अनेक रूप इट टेक्स, विश्वरूप भेदम, सॉरी, विश्वरूप एकपाशम स्वर्ग पुत्र अन्न आदि विषय भेदात विश्वरूपम। Then Vishwarupaha means Nana Rupaha, but Ekaha, it's only one. What is it? Kama Akhya. Akhya means called. Kama means called as desire. Pasha Asya iti. Vishwarupa Eka Pasham. Bhagavan has got one rope by which he ties the entire jivas to samsara, and he ties all of them to himself also with the same rope. When the desire is for the world, we are bound as a samsari. When the desire is for the Paramatma, we are bound as sadhaka. In the first case, we go away from the God. In the second case, we come near to the God. Same thing, no? There is, as we saw in the common sense thought, prem hai, but kiske liye hai? If the prema is what for the Nashvara Jagata, it becomes asakti and pasha, bondage. But the same prema is for Paramatma, then it becomes pasha, but liberating pasha. Understood? It's a bondage that I am doing sadhana, I am doing upasana to the God, but it's a healthy bondage to liberate us later on. So, पाश है डिजायर रूपी, उसके दो व्यक्तिकरण है, वन डिजायर फॉर द वर्ल्ड, सेकंड डिजायर फॉर द गॉड. Choice is ours. If we are using the rope of the desire for the world, we are bound. If the rope of the pasha or asha is for Paramatma, we are getting liberated. Like we are drowning in water. और हेलीकॉप्टर से रस्सी डालता है, हमें उससे टाई करना है। अगर मैं कहता हूँ आई डोंट वांट टू बी बाउंड बाय द रोप, तो मर जाएगा उधर. Bondage to Guru and God and Shastra and Adhyatmikata is the required healthy bondage for real moksha. So we are analyzing little deeply कि ये पाश है, ये कामना है, ये अनेक रूप लेता है, इसलिए वो रूप की तरह बांधता है. That also is expression of God, but in that there are two aspects. One, the desire for everything other than God. Second, the desire only for the God. The first one binds continuously. Second one liberates. विश्वरूप एकपाशम. Okay, Vishwarupa Ekapasham Svargaputra Annadi Vishayabhedat Vishwarupam Vishwaha Rupaha Nana Rupaha Ekaha Kamakyaha Pashaha Asyeti Vishwarupa Ekapasham. And then once with the Pasha desire for Paramatma, we pursue him and we reach him. Thereafter no Pasha, no desire will be there. These are Mukta. है ना. इमेजिन करो मन में पूर्णता का अनुभव होकर कोई कामना नहीं है, कितना बढ़िया रहेगा. कंपेयर टू दैट राइट नाउ माइंड with kamana continuously seeking something, never we are relaxed at all. Only one place of relaxation निद्रा, वो भी अच्छी तरह लग जाती है तो भी फिर उससे हम उठ नहीं परमानेंटली वहां नहीं रह सकते. अगेन वी आर पुश्ड ऑन. We are living such a faltu life of desire and ambition and outer goals and struggling only throughout. ये महामोह है. On the other hand, if the desire is for the Lord and we experience Him in that infinitude, what a relaxation it is. And only there will be final relaxation. That's why again and again in the Shastras, the Brahmanubhava Sthiti, the Atmanubhava Sthiti, the Moksha Sthiti is called as Shanti. Tesham Shanti Shashwati. Sashanti Mapnoti na kama kami. Shanta. Absolutely. The Purnata and Shanta. So, two more are there now. Dimarga Bhedam, Trimarga Bhedam, Dvinimittaika Moham. This is how with which the entire Karana Brahma stands explained. He says, what are the three margas that are there in the Karana Brahma created Jagatu? Dharma, Adharma, Jnana, Marga, Bhedaha, Asya iti three marga Bhedam. In the creation of the Lord in this chakra, in three directions that chakra moves. The Karana Brahma has three. What is they? Dharma and Adharma and Jnana. Same thing is Papa, Punya and Papa and Sadhana we call all the time. By doing the Dharma and Punya Marga, we want getting better and better lives. By the Adharma and Papa, we only fall down and down. By doing the Jnana and Sadhana, we only go near Paramatma. So, as a human being, three options. Papa karo, Punya karo, Sadhana karo. Dharma karo, Adharma karo, Jnana pao. That's what Dharma, Adharma, Jnana, Marga, Bhedaha, Asiti, Trimarga, Bhedam. Always the option is there. Anything we can choose. Consequences are there. Adharma Marga, the Narakadi we saw in all texts. Really recently in the Skanda Purana. Dharma Marga, when we do it, here and hereafter we will be better placed. But still, there is always limitation even in that. Whereas the Jnana Marga, you are realizing the infinite truth which is substratum of the whole world as your own self. That is an achievement which is irreversible. In that, there is no limitation further felt to go in any of the other margas. कोई पाप कर रहे हैं जगत में, कोई पुण्य कर रहे हैं, आप क्या कर रहे हो? मैं साधना कर रहा हूं. दिस स्पष्टता शुड बी देयर. त्रिमार्ग भेदम हो गया. नाउ द लास्ट वन, द्विनिमित्त एक मोहम. व्हाट इज इट? कि द्विनिमित्त means that which is nimitta karana for the two things. What are they? Dvayoho punya papayoho nimitta. हमारे द्वारा पुण्य पाप दोनों कराने वाले. बोथ आर मोह ओनली. मतलब दोनों का निमित्त है वो, एक ही चीज. द्वयोः पुण्य पापयोः निमित्त. एंड दैट निमित्त वो एक ही है, दोनों पुण्य पापों को कराने वाला. एंड व्हाट इज दैट? द निमित्त एक मोह. It is a moha is the one because of which we do both punya and papa. And in this entire subject of this Karana Brahma explanation, if at all one thing is very important for us, from where we have to start our understanding and journey, this is the last one. बहुत important. Because of one common moha, we do the two things of punya and papa, through which we get caught up both. The only difference is, through the papa we go into the narakadi yoni, through the punya we go to swargadi yoni. But both are bondages only. And those papa punya karma we do because of one common wrong thing, that is called as one thing called moha. The nimitta. दोनों का निमित्त बना हुआ एक ही चीज, उसी को मोह कहते हैं. Now what is moha? We have to understand. भगवान शंकर जी कहते हैं, that is why this becomes important. He tells here, द्वयोः पुण्य पापयोः निमित्त एक मोहः. And what is that एक मोहः? कि देह इंद्रिय मनो बुद्धि जाति आदिषु अनात्मसु आत्म अभिमानः अस्य इति. All these are Dehendriya Mano Buddhi, these are all Anatma. In them having the Atma Bhavana is Moha. Thereafter, that becomes the Nimitta, that Moha, for doing the Punya Papa, leading to the Swarga Naraka, Janma Marana, the entire Samsara gamut. Therefore, Papa Punya Rupi, दो कर्म हमारे से कराने वाले एक निमित्त जो मोह है, ये है पूरा इस कारण ब्रह्म का फाइनल पॉइंट. वेरिन अगेन आई एम सीइंग देह इंद्रिय मनोबुद्धि जाति आदि. देह इंद्रिय मनोबुद्धि, जाति मीन्स मनुष्य पशु पक्षी वनस्पति. इन वेदांत जाति इज नॉट द हिंदू जाति, द अदर रिलीजन जाति, द व्हाइट जाति, ब्लैक जाति, ऐसा नहीं. जन्म by 4 ways of birth, 4 jatis are told. है ना? Those which are born through the placenta, they are called as the jara is a jati. मनुष्य उसमें आ जाते हैं, पशु भी बहुत. Those are born through breaking the egg and coming, they are called as andaja, the pakshi jati. Those who break the earth and come out, they are called udvija, the vanaspati jati. Then those who come from the moisture, etc., they are called as Kita Pashu Jati, called as Swedaja. In other way, Manushya Jati, Pashu Jati, Pakshi Jati, Vanaspati Jati. So, ye sare jati. And in this, Dehendriya Manobuddhi. And they are all Anatma. But taking them as Atma, this is the Moha, which becomes the Nimitta for both Punya and Papa. Because in उपाधियों को खुश करने के लिए हम करते हैं काम. उसमें पेशेंस है, समझदारी है तो पुण्य करेंगे. इम्पेशेंस है, बेवकूफ है, जल्दी चाहिए रिजल्ट, तो पाप करें. द्वयोः पुण्य पापयोः निमित्त एक मोहः देहेन्द्रिय मनोबुद्धि जात्यादिश्वरात्मसु आत्माभिमानः अस्य इति द्विनिमित्त एक मोहम्. दिस कारण ब्रह्म अपश्यन्, they have seen इति क्रियापदम् अनुवर्तते. Bhagavan Shankara says this Kriya Padam, which is not there in this shloka, you have to bring it from the earlier shloka. Like te dhyana yoganugata apashyan, है ना? वो apashyan को इधर लाओ. Therefore, such Karana Brahma they have seen. That seen Kriya Pada is not mentioned in this shloka. देखा है उन्होंने, कहा नहीं कहा ना, बस निमित्त एक मोहम करके श्लोक खत्म हो गया. Grammatically, you can't add any word. But meaning wise, to complete the sentence, बिना क्रिया पद का सेंटेंस खत्म नहीं होता. Therefore, ऐसे भगवान को इस आधा सेंटेंस हो गया. ऐसे भगवान को क्या देखा है वो लोगों ने. That देखा is apashyan. Apashyan, you borrow that word from the earlier shloka. ते ध्यान योगानुगता apashyan. that apashyan continues. Vinita moham karana brahmanam apashyan. They have seen. Or other option is there what? Ki adhima iti. Or you can borrow the word adhima that we have understood from the next shloka. Adhima iti uttara mantra siddham va kriyapadam. In the next mantra, which is there, the adhima, the kriyapadam, you can borrow from there. But add the kriyapada of the earlier shloka, next shloka, and make the sentence complete for your understanding. Don't say, यहाँ तो क्रियापद है ही नहीं है, तो आगे पीछे ले लो बस, है ना कि तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शतार्धारं विंशति प्रत्यराभिः देन सत्यराभिः विश्वरूपैकपाशं then त्रिमार्गभेदम त्रिमार्गभेदम द्विनिमित्तैक मोहम. ये सारा इसमें एक्यूजेटिव केस है. क्रिया के बिना वो एक्सिटिव विल नॉट बिकम कंप्लीट. मैंने राम को, मैंने राम को क्या है, मारा, डांटा, पीटा, बुलाया, प्यार किया, सेवा की, समथिंग यू से ना. सो दिस श्लोक इज मैंने राम को क्या किया भाई. देखा. वो देखा तो लिखा नहीं, इधर अर्लियर श्लोक में है अपश्यन, और नेक्स्ट श्लोक में है adhima. Adhima means we have understood. So these people have understood. तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शतार्धारं विंशति प्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैः षड्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहम्. See, these things are not new to us, but all of them are brought and put at one place. That's the beauty of this particular shloka. This entire Upanishad that way brings the essence of all Upanishads and the essence of all sadhanas from the lowest to the highest, puts at one place. इसलिए मजेदार है ये वाला उपनिषद, बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स डिटेल्स एंड वेराइटी एंड ऑल इंक्लूसिवनेस. सब एक ही उपनिषद में है तो कोई कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन नहीं रहता फिर, बिकॉज सब उपनिषद में है तो उपनिषद बिकम अथॉरिटी. देवर वी नो द नीड ऑफ दैट साधना, वी डू इट. So in this way, today we have concluded our fourth mantra of this Prathodhyaya, where Karana Brahma is explained through the Chakra Rupa. Now, Purvam Chakra Rupena Darshadam Idanim Nadi Rupena Darshayati. So what was shown in the form of Chakra, that alone will be shown as Nadi in the next shloka number 5. एक बार हम पढ़ते हैं, tomorrow we'll take it up for the study. ओम अथ पंचमो मंत्रः. ओम पंचश्रोतोम्बुं पंचयोन्युग्रवक्रां पंचप्राणोर्मिं पंचबुद्ध्यादिमूलां पंचावर्तां पंचदुःखौघवेगां पंचाशद्भेदां पंचपर्वामधीमः. ये पांचवा श्लोक पंचिंग वाला ही है. एवरीथिंग इज पांच पांच पांच. सो हमें पंची की तरह उड़ना भी है, तो कल इसको हम पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है जी. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. थैंक यू. Okay. Come and join for the next class.